Hello students, today we are discussing about the letter writing, in which we are just discussing about the formal letters. First of all, we need to discuss about the format of a formal letter. What are the things that are required in the formal letter? Number 1, it is the sender's address. Number 2, date. Number 3, receiver's address. We will discuss it one by one after that. Number 4th, it is the salutation, dear sir or ma'am, whatever it is. Number 5th, the subject about which we are writing the letter. Number 6, it is the body text or content, and the 7th one is ending. So we are discussing it one by one. First of all, we are discussing about the sender's address. Senders means who is writing the letter. The sender's address must be written at the left top hand corner of the page. For example, this is the address, F25 street number 12, Model Town, Panipat. You need not write the name here. Only the address of the sender is written here on the top left hand corner of the page. Next, the commas and full stops are omitted in the address. No need to use the commas at last after the street number 12 or model town. There will be no commas needed now. These are omitted in the address. The second number is after leaving a blank line. You have to leave a line after the sender's address. You must leave a line. Then after that you will be writing date, and it should be written like this: 27 July 2000 and dash dash. You can write here, or you can write like this: July 27 2000, whatever it is. You will not be writing 27. You will not be writing 27 or 7. This is not a correct way in writing English. So the next one is receiver's address. It must be written in 3 lines. The first line belongs to the person whom we are addressing, whom we are writing the letter. Suppose we are writing the letter to the manager or the director or the principal, whoever it is. So in the first line we will be writing the manager or the sales manager or the principal. In the second line, it is the institute name. It means whatever the institution is. Suppose you are writing to the letter to the manager of Supreme Electronics. So you are writing in the next line. First line in the first line you are writing the manager, and in the second line you are writing Supreme Electronics. The third line belongs to, in the third line, the city where that institution is. Suppose the institution is in Panipat. So you will be writing Panipat in the third line. So like this, for example, the example is also given here. First, in the first line, the manager. The second line, Supreme Furniture, and in the third line, Panipat. Next, fourth one, it is the, after this receiver's address, we will be giving salutation. Salutations means we have to write a respectful word for whoever you are writing, dear sir or ma'am, whatever to whom you are writing, dear sir or ma'am. This is known as the salutation. The number 5th part, that is the subject, the purpose of writing the letter. And this purpose of writing the letter should be very brief. It should be possibly in 1 line. It should not exceed 2 lines or 3 lines. It should be brief. Suppose the subject is, you have to write placing order for some sports items. So only this line is sufficient. Subject, placing order for the sports items. This is sufficient line here. After this subject, we come to content, or it is also known as the body text. Whatever the content you are writing in the letter, it should be to the point. It should not be informal, like whatever you are writing to the your parents or your friends, hello, how are you. This should not be written in these official letters. Formal letters means official letters, so the letter should be official and to the point only. In the first paragraph, introduction will be there, telling about your purpose of writing the letter. Why you are writing that letter? It means if you are placing some orders, you have to tell about that you want to place the orders for some of the sports items, telling about the institution or whatever your purpose is there. Next is in the second paragraph, tell about the relevant details or the informations. It means what orders, what items you are placing order for, whatever the items you are ordering, that you have to explain in the second paragraph. And in the third paragraph, the conclusion will be there, and in conclusion you will be telling about your expectations. What do you expect or what do you demand from the recipient of the letter? Recipient means to whom you are writing the letter. You are writing, suppose here, to the manager of the Supreme Furniture. Now what are your expectations? In the first paragraph you have told that your purpose of writing the letter is that you want to place some orders of want to place the order for some sports items. In the second paragraph you have told what are the items you are ordering, and in the third paragraph your expectations. Suppose you want some goods or items that should be intact, or you want to tell about the check how you will be paying that items. So these are your expectations from that, and till what time you want that items to be delivered to you. So that should be written in the third paragraph. The seventh one is the ending. At last the ending is there, and in that ending this salutation will be there. It should be written respectfully, just as you are sincerely or faithfully or truly, whatever it is there. After that write your name, and if designation is there, if there is any designation that is also given, that must be also written in the bracket. So I hope you have understood the format of this formal letter.